everyone, I wanted to show you this new page design that I came up with. I've never seen one like this before, but if you have, let me know. I don't want to take credit for something. There's a lot of folded page styles going on right now that are very popular, and this is one I literally just came up with. I laid down at night and I was like trying to think of something different, but that use these kind of skills, and this is what I came up with. So you will end up needing 4 6 by 12 inch pieces of paper, and I'm going to show you how to do this fold. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Creative Memories trimmer with a scoring blade to do this. So I'm actually going to use this piece of paper because I want to alternate. I want 2 orange and 2 green. You could use the same piece of paper. So you can see these two right here are actually the same paper. They're just, I flipped them. So I folded one direction, I folded the other direction. And this is what I'm gonna do with this one also. So I'm going to fold this other sheet the opposite direction. You could absolutely use one color, one direction. That would make it less flashy, for lack of a better word. Or you could do them all totally different for a really interesting look. So what I'm going to do with my 6 by 12 paper is put this on the 6-inch line, and I have my scoring blade in here. So I'm going to score this at 6 inches, and be careful not to press too hard because you don't want your paper to be cut. I'm going to go ahead and fold this at that score line so that I can really see what I'm working with. Sometimes it's hard to see it otherwise. So I have that score line in there, and it's maybe kind of hard for you guys to see that, but in person you can see right where that matches up. And then this left line on your gray strip here is the line where the blade runs or the score runs. So I'm going to line that up with the other edge here. Go carefully. And then I'm going to score that from corner to corner. So you want the middle point to the corner there. And you're going to do the same thing the other direction. So just line that up from that midpoint right to the bottom corner there. And score that. Now you're going to have the middle line, a fold here, and a fold here, like that. So now you want your fold this way. So what I do now is I use that same middle point, put it on my score line or my blade line, and I'm going to take it to 1.5 inches over here. So right now I have this midpoint on this score or cut line, and I have this point at the 1.5 inch mark. So if you can see up here, there's the 1 inch, another 1/2 inch, follow that line down. I'm going to put this very corner right there. I'm going to score that line. And I'm going to do the exact same thing the other direction. So put the midpoint on this line and take this corner down here. So once again, midpoint on the cut line or score line, and put this bottom corner at the 1.5 inch mark. Let's score that. Okay. So now you can sort of see in the light that I have all these fold lines. So what I want here, so you can see on this one, I have the sort of tie-dye side showing through, which would be this side on that one. So this one, I want the plaid side to be like that. So I'm going to put the plaid in the middle and then fold these right along the score line. So scoring this makes this incredibly easy to fold. Now you could do it if you didn't have a Creative Memories trimmer. You could definitely do this with, you know, a ruler and then fold it by hand. It just makes it a whole lot easier if you have it with a score blade. Okay. So now I have this laid out the way I want it to. And now I'm just going to need to tape this down. So I'm just going to use my regular tape runner here And this is the part that's going to be taped down. So I'm just going to tape, make sure I get in the corners, and then tape that down. Oops. And then same with this way. And tape this guy down. Okay, so now I have my 4 pieces together, and I'm going to use a single photo on this layout, and that's part of the reason I wanted to design this. I very rarely have a single photo that I want to crop, but in this case, I did have a group photo that I wanted to put in the middle here. So I think I'm going to matte this, probably with like a gray, I believe is maybe what I'll do, something that's different from the background because it is a bright background. And then I'll add some embellishments and I'll come back and show you. Okay, so here is the finished layout. I have my 4 pieces assembled, and I just went ahead and put these straight on my paper, or my actual scrapbook pages here. You could use a flat, 12 by 12 sheet of paper and put those on there if you wanted to, but I just didn't want to waste a sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock or anything. So I just put them straight on to the actual pages. And the reason I like this design too is with a lot of these folding type, patterns for these pages, I feel like you don't want to cover up part of it. And with this one, I feel like it's a little bit easier because you could put a photo down here and up here, and you still show all your paper because of how it's folded out like this. So I feel like no matter what, you're going to see the patterns. So I think it's a little bit easier to use than some of the other folded page techniques I've seen. So I hope that you will give it a try, and I would love it if you let me know if you came up with a different way of doing it, or if you thought there's a way to improve it. I would love to hear that, and I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you.